It's now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brook Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Brook, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go. Having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. You gotta like what Iman Shumpert has done in this game.
Every chance he got, he went into the paint, threw it down hard. I mean, zero defense being played against him.
Nada. He has had way too many uncontested runs to the hoop, but even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterizing time.
They've got Brook Lopez. Tristan Thompson is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Curry. And it's Shumpert in the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kevin McHale.
Well, the history of college coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting. But Brad Stevens and the Celtics can't worry about those who came before. He's just got to be himself. And he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Lopez passes to Curry. The second chance effort, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got 12 in the game.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
And he gets it to go.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Curry dishes to Shumpert. Lopez sets a screen for Shumpert. Thompson, left side, gets the 14-footer to fall. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
And the Celtics making a change here. Ibaka's checked in.
Oh, look out!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
Man, they should be, Kevin. That was one elaborate finish.
Got that one up quick. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
But it looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Brandon Wright's checked in for Lopez. Young comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Jeff Taylor in for Iman Shumpert. Curry gets the bucket.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stephen Curry. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
It had been 6 straight years for the Celtics that they had made this playoffs, but that run came to an end last season as they were clearly in full rebuild mode.
Steve Nash, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. Taylor kicks to Young. Taylor passes to Young. Shoots. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Rockets lead by 11. Well, a lot of storied franchises missed the playoffs last year, and Boston was one of them. But, Steve, they knew it would be a tough season early on.
While trading away the talent they did, they knew how the season would play out. You know, ultimately, it was the right thing to do, because they are in a good position to build upon youth going forward.
Here's Taylor. Off target from outside.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
Rockets leading by 11. Wright with a screen on Nash. Curry with a wide open look. Here's Thompson, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
And he gets the bucket.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
It's stolen by Rondo. Nash dishes to Garnett. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 3rd assist on the night.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Taylor kicks to Thompson. Outside Curry. And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That is his first foul of the game. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And then for Boston, Allen Bear comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Duncan in for Nash. Wright with it. Guarded now by Duncan. And Wright kicks to Young. 5 to shoot. And Dallenberg with the block. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 13. And here's Rondo. 5 points in the game. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
For Boston, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And Duncan drops them both. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Heinrich. Connects from 3-point range. Heinrich's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Tune in next Wednesday night, November 5th. The Memphis Grizzlies take on the Phoenix Suns. Big time hoops coming your way.
Celtics trail by 16 on the court right now for the Celtics. Duncan is out there with Nowitzki. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Dallenberg. And it's Ginobili in at the 2 guard. No one covering. Ginobili's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Boston. Houston's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Look at the turnover situation, guys. It's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Nurkic checked in for the Celtics. Duncan misses.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question. Well, when Harrison Barnes first stepped onto the scene, it was in the middle of the Warriors' 2013 playoff run. He didn't exactly build upon that streak as people were hoping for last year. The playing time just wasn't there.
And I remember that run for Barnes. He would play as a stretch 4 and looked unguardable at times in their series against the Nuggets and then the Spurs. Definitely was hoping for more of that this past season.
Rondo gets the bucket.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond the arc here in the second half. You look at the percentages, good numbers.
Just what the pharmacist prescribed. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they keep it up.
Heinrich against Rondo. Heinrich passes to Shumpert. Shot clock at 6. Barnes. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. You know, for Barnes, it was an awkward place for him to be, and they brought in Iguodala, and he was moved to the bench. A lot of people thought that that'd be a boon for him, so he would be more focused on the offensive side of things with that second unit in particular, and could really thrive.
Yeah, and the change in role and adjusting to being the first option with the second unit, I think was overwhelming for him. And I think you have to remember Barnes is still a very young player, a lot of room for growth, very talented, very skilled, and he's going to get a lot better.
Duncan misses.
Well, that's not really his game. I mean, he shouldn't be shooting the ball from out there.
Heinrich dishes to Thompson. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Celtics trail by 16. To the inside. It's tipped. Lopez with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
And the Rockets making a change here. Curry's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Barnes, he's checked in for Tim Duncan. Lopez, no luck. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Boston, no good that time either.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Lopez, a screen on Rondo. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Third team foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
And both free throws good for Curry. And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company. Last season, Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stakes for the Rockets?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Well, Knicks ownership guys frustrated last season that Iman Shumpert didn't participate in the Summer League. And Steve, they were hoping he'd test out for some minutes at the point guard position.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin, and we heard his name arise all season long in trade rumors.
They double-team Curry. Barnes kicks to Lopez. Up top, Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. Curry's got 11 in the second half.
He's been a different guy in the second half, guys. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And for Shumpert, his shooting numbers were down last season. He'd shot over 40% from long range in year 2, but was down to 33% last season. That can happen sometime in the course of a career. Still good from the corners with Shumpert, but perhaps he shot too many from above the arc.
And guys, for Shumpert, where he's got to improve is finishing around the rim. His size and athleticism, I think he could be better scoring in the paint.
Just absolute domination in this one for Shumpert. He's got 19 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It shows you what an intelligent defender he can be on the ball. He really understands the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Wright, he's checked in for Lopez. Young comes in for Thompson. And it's Jeff Taylor in for Barnes. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Curry passes to Shumpert. Left side, Shumpert. Outside, Taylor. Now the pass to Wright. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Rockets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
A little bit closer to the win now.